Hello students, congratulations on finishing Crossfire. In this video, we're going to give you a few extra ideas, things that you might want to add to Crossfire to make the game feel a little more like your own. So let's head to the computer screen and let's look at some of these ideas now. So I have our final version of Crossfire open up right here. So we have full player movement. We have turrets that are firing. I have my overdrive shield, which can block those turrets. Power-ups will spawn, and we can collect them to refill our overdrive system. We get more and more turrets as our game ramps up in difficulty, making the game a little bit more fun, a little bit more challenging, until we eventually probably are going to die here any moment, and that's exactly what happened. I got hit there. So now let's talk about some of the things that we might be able to add to this game to make it just a little bit better. I mean, one of the first things that we could do is we could have different turret types. So right now, all of our turrets operate in the exact same manner, but we could have maybe rapid fire turrets or slow heavy shot turrets that fire larger bullets, or rotating turrets that perhaps sweep the arena. And I think this is a natural extension because our game already has turret data, firing timers, and our projectile systems. We just have to learn how to implement them with a new turret type. The next thing that we could add to our game is a scoring and streak system. So right now, our sort of measure of how well we do is our time of survival. But maybe we could reward that survival time with points. We could also reward how many projectiles we destroy with our overdrive system. So that could earn us points. Or for every pickup that we get, we earn points. And I think this fits well because, we already are tracking runtime seconds, and a lot of these things that are going to be rewarded with points, we just have to create a score system and then add to that score system when these certain events happen. Next, we only have one pickup. So the pickup is pretty good, our overdrive pickup. We know how to spawn that pickup, collide with that pickup, and then implement a change into our game, such as refilling our overdrive once we collide with that pickup. So we could add new pickups. We could add something that maybe increases our shield radius to make our shield bigger, or maybe auto-destroys all projectiles on the screen when you pick up that pickup. And I think it works well. Like I said, we already got spawning. We've already got collisions. We already got, the method of adjusting gameplay variables based off of a pickup. So this could be a really nice feature. Next, we could add, moving hazards. So we could introduce a second type of enemy, something that moves around the arena and fires, maybe sort of chasing us. Instead of having our static turrets, we could have dynamic, moving enemies. And I think this builds naturally to our existing movement system. We could have targeting with our bullets. We could just continue that targeting with maybe our enemies. And then lastly, I thought we could add some type of dash or movement buff. So right now we always move at the same speed, but maybe once we come out of a overdrive, we get a speed boost, or maybe we have a speed boost key. Then that would help us sort of escape some tricky situations that we find ourselves in. Like right there, I could have maybe dashed through to safety. And this integrates pretty well because our player movement system already uses directions, and it can be extended here with a velocity burst or a timer. So we can set a timer, when we press this key, increase our speed for a given amount of time, and once that timer reaches 0, we set our speed back to our original value. All right, so those were the ideas I had when I thought, what could we add to Crossfire to maybe take this game to the next level and maybe help you feel like this becomes your game that you've written rather than a game we have written together. Because at the end of the day, I want you to have ownership of the code that you write. I want you to feel like you fully understand it and that it's yours. And that'll take you from simply playing games to building them. All right, I think this is a great place to stop, and I'll see you in another video.